Hi guys, Michael from Team Shift here, just profiling my Trickstar Sky Striker deck list from the LLDS in Stevenage, the second LLDS in Stevenage. So Jack won the first one, I managed to win the second. So I played 48 cards with 3 desires. I saw Kofi Angelov's list from the EDS and I thought it was a good start point to base my deck list on. So it worked out really well, and I'll profile you my list. Okay, so we played 3 Trickstar Candina, 2 Lycoris and a Lilybell. Shouldn't be too much explanation involved. I played the Mech Knights as well. I still think the Mech Knights are really strong, especially in an LDS where there's more rogue present. Under Floodgates you can still play the game like goes on a rivalry, it's fine because all the Mech Knights have high attack, whereas the other engine cards don't necessarily offer that. So when you don't have an apt Floodgates, you can usually focus on your Mech Knights whilst they're on board, and then when they're not, you can focus on Lilybell to just push in damage. So those were sort of the monsters that you'd actually summon. And then we've got the hand traps, so 3 Ash, 3 Ogre and 3 Droll. It's quite a bit for an LLDS, but I made sure that whatever I played hand trap wise was sort of a bit more generic than the niche cards. And then I played Impermanence in the trap lineup as well, as long with another effect negation trap card, which you'll see in a second. But I felt the hand trap count was fine. Whether Ogre's amazing or not in a matchup, you still get some utility out of it game 1. So I was happy with that on the monster front. So then we got 3 Light Stage, 3 Terraforming, 3 Engage, 3 Hornet Drones, and an Afterburner. So that's the Trickstars and the Sky Striker stuff. And then the 3 Desires. So I really liked playing 48 cards. Whenever you draw Desires, you start off so much better than before you had it. Because you play more cards, there's less risk of banishing like a Lycoris or your Lilybell or anything. And then you might think, oh well, maybe you don't open enough engine cards, but all the engine cards get you to other engine cards, and it's not necessarily that you've bricked if you've only drawn Trickstar cards, or if you've only drawn Sky Striker cards. You're just playing pure Trickstars temporarily, or pure Sky Striker, and then whatever tech cards that you have in your hand that have meant that you haven't drawn both engines at the same time. Obviously they're played for a reason, so they all have their own utility and they're all pretty good. So even if you just draw any Trickstar cards and then a bunch of the tech cards in the deck, then you're still opening really strong, which is why I was happy playing 48 cards and 3 Desires. Alright, so I played 3 Scapegoat and 2 Mind Control to round off the spells. Mind Control was really strong in the main deck. Setting up a defensive board going first and then having Mind Control for anything to stop them, or mind controlling anything regardless of whether I'm mind controlling a Trickstar or a Sky Striker card, was still really strong to help make link monsters and clear boards and go for easy damage, which is what Trickstar is really good at, so Mind Control only helps that. I really liked Mind Control at Nationals, and I really liked it again at the LLDS. And then for the traps, I played 3 Impermanence, 3 Strike and 2 Reincarnation. So I want to talk about Solemn Strike because I thought it was really good. The only matchup where it's bad is the Trickstar Sky Striker mirror match, or pure Trickstar itself, but against every other matchup, Solemn Strike is amazing. You pay the life points, which you might think all time, but actually flipping Solemn Strike in a game actually closes down that game really easy, just for a very swift win. There's lots and lots of cards that Solemn Strike is good against right now. Even in the pure Striker matchup, the link monsters never hit the field, so they can't trigger Ray and things. I really liked Solemn Strike. Obviously you side it out going second, but I've got plenty of cards in my side that are good for going second. So moving on to the extra deck, I played 2 Kagari, Shizuku, Hayate, and then I played Boral Sword, Bomber, Skull Dread and Firewolf for the Link 4s, and then I played Ningirsu, and then Unicorn, Phoenix, Cerberus, Goblin for the Nightmare package, and then a Link Spider and a Link Karibo. I didn't play either of the generic Link 2s. I didn't feel like there was a point where I necessarily needed them. I was fine just playing all the other ones to make sure I had good utility across the board. So then for the side deck, I played 3 Go Spell. It's something that if I face Goki, it doesn't lose out to magical mid-breaker field. It's also really good against Invoked, it's good against Altergeist, it's good against a lot of things. So I really liked Go Spell. And then we've got the Cherries and the Isolde. And then we've got 3 Shared Rides. And then we've got 2 Hatronade. So Hatronade was really good. Shout out to Luke for Hatronade. Against any back row deck it's really good. The only thing it doesn't get rid of is Floodgates. But then if you're against, say, Pure Striker, anything that they've set off multi-roll actually gets banished from Hatronade because it's leaving the field. So if you're trying to play around multiple Widow Anchors, say they've got one from a multi-roll, one that they've just searched or just drawn, and you're playing around multiple Widow Anchors, and then they've got an engage set off roll as well, you just flip the Hatronade, and then unless they have hand traps, you're free to do every play that you can that turn. So I really liked Hatronade, and then rounding off the traps with just 3 evenly matched. So that was the profile. The tournament went really well, I was really happy with it. So yeah, that's 3 of us through to stage 2 now. 2 back-to-back Stevenages, and then Miles as well with his Draco Mech Knight deck thing. So yeah, big well done to everyone. Hopefully with regionals coming around fairly soon, that we'll get good showings and good representations of them. But yeah, shout outs to Manaflux, our sponsor, everyone in the team, and then Megan, my girlfriend, as well, for driving me to the event and supporting me there as well. So thanks very much.